He doesn't care about you. You see, the narcissist in your life cares about one thing. It's his image and his image only. Too many people think that the narcissist actually cares about you. But the problem with that thought is you actually think that you matter to the narcissist. And heads up, you don't. You need to understand, inside of the relationship that I had with my wife early on, the only thing that I cared about was what I wanted. My image, the things that I thought of, the people that I wanted to be with. It was the only thing that actually mattered, was just my image. So when you're doubting, when you're questioning yourself and you're wondering, did he care about me? Guess what? No, he doesn't. Narcissists typically only care about two things: image and money. Those are also the only two things that you can leverage whenever you're going through a divorce. That's exactly right, 100%. You only matter for what you can do for them. The narcissist typically uses you and views you as being a person that is a appliance. You see, well, it's not on the counter. Here we go. See right down here? This is my toaster, okay? The narcissist thinks that you're his toaster, meaning that you need to be in his life to perfect his life in some way, to get it nice and toasty. But the problem is, if you do it wrong, if you mess up, if you get it too toasty, he'll just get rid of you. And he'll replace you with a newer and a nicer model in his mind. So you need to understand the narcissist is viewing you as an appliance in his life. So when you're debating, does he care about me? Does he actually love me? Was it all fake? Guess what? It might not have been fake to you, but to him, he was just using you. Using, abusing, and continuing to manipulate you so he could get what he actually wants out of you. Okay? So, just so you know, just so we make sure everybody's aware, the narcissist doesn't care about you. He cares about himself. Okay? This isn't a self-care. It's not a self-care of like, oh, I'm just in love with myself. Like, no, that's not what the narcissist is looking at either. People think that, and they think, oh, he's just in love with himself. No, because if he actually had self-love, he might actually start to work on himself and change, but he doesn't. He just has a love of the image. How many of you have heard the story of narcissists? Basically, where some of the piece of narcissism came from, where the name came from. The Greek mythology goes to the aspect of he saw himself in the reflection, and as a result, he ended up staying there and wasting away, dying because he was so enamored with the beautiful reflection of his face. Guess what? That's what narcissists are. Beautifully enamored with their own face, their own image. That's it. So you understand when you're thinking you matter to the narcissist, heads up, you don't. Heads up, he doesn't care. And you think you need to understand is narcissist doesn't care about you. So if you're at the place where you're wondering, unless he's willing to be honest, vulnerable, and show consistent change, there is no growth, there's no help inside of this. All right. I'm confused with people like you who admits to being a narcissist, but don't try to get people to understand the mental illness behind it as if they in their right healthy state of mind choose to be. Yeah, I chose to be for many years. Chose to be an asshole, chose to be a liar, chose to be an abuser, chose to be a gaslighter. It's all a choice. Because at the end of the day, mental peace aside, it is still a choice of what someone is going to do when they wake up. Are they going to lie? Are they going to tell the truth? That's what it boils down to. So you need to understand, narcissists can't change. Empaths can't heal if they're not willing to be honest about their current situation. If they're not willing to be honest about the shit that they're going through. If they're not willing to be honest about the shit that's inside. People stay stuck for a long period of time because they're unwilling to be honest. That's what we live in. We live in a world of liars. We live in a world of liars that are built into religion, politics, social media, all different types of stuff. People that are trying to give off an image. Imagine that. We live in a world where we're only going to develop more and more narcissists, typically because the family system oftentimes is broken, and you continue to see people not step up and show what honesty should actually look like. Do narcissistic gamblers only go to GA to save themselves for their job and to cover themselves with divorce and custody? Is this just to protect self-image? I would say to protect self-image. Choice is never to stop. Have to continue till death. 100%. Thank you. I have a mother and a husband and a son and 3 boyfriends, and now my recent going to be ex. So we probably need to help with this you might be running into a cycle, okay? And you might be getting stuck inside of a cycle. A lot of times people think, am I addicted to narcissists? Am I attracted to one? Am I a narcissistic magnet? And I need you to understand, unless you actually heal the stuff that's inside, unless you heal the piece that keeps attracting you to the toxic person, you're always going to attract narcissists. They're always going to be in your life, and they're always going to continue to come in and see you as a target and continue to use and abuse you. You see, this piece of of someone being a narcissistic magnet, typically it comes down to the simple fact of you don't know who you are and you don't have healthy boundaries. As a result, the person that comes into your life knows that they can continue to use and abuse and walk all over you. If that's you today and you're like, I don't know how to get free, I don't know how to get mentally and emotionally untrapped from the toxic person, then please reach out for help. Because I want you to be free inside of this relationship and outside this relationship, free mentally and emotionally from the toxic relationship so you don't go back. 100% is like an addiction. He's addicted to targeting me and gets his fix off of abusing me. So the question is, how long are you going to allow it before you stop it and before you start making sure that you heal, you grow, and you develop? How do you stop caring about the lies the narcissist spreads during the smear campaign? Understand that they're lies and you don't have to justify lies. You'll spend too much time trying to prove that you're not a bad person instead of just living as a good person. Instead of just living as the person you're actually called to be. Don't get sucked into the trap. If you right now are inside the relationship or outside and mentally and emotionally you are stuck and you are trapped and you would like to help be free from the toxic relationship, shoot me a DM that says break free. And I'll reach back out to you personally and help you understand how I walk people through and how I help liberate women that are trapped in toxic relationships with a narcissistic, abusive asshole. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.